The Daily Compliance News for September 26, 2025, the Quantum Trading Edition. This is Tom Fox, and I'd like to welcome you to the Daily Compliance News. The Daily Compliance News is the only daily podcast which curates 4 top compliance, ethics, and/or corruption stories for your listening and viewing pleasure if you're watching this on YouTube. Our lead story today comes to us from the Financial Times, which reports that HSBC claims quantum trading breakthrough. Using a tool developed by IBM, the Europe's largest trader focused on the European corporate bond market and found that the technology was 34% better than the traditional means in predicting how likely an order was to be filled. They said, quote, "This is the most tangible demonstration of just how close we are from extracting value from quantum computing." But hey, quantum computing trading bonds, what could go wrong? Next up, a dispiriting article from the BBC, which reports that former French President Nicolas Sarkozy has been sentenced to 5 years in jail after having been found guilty of criminal conspiracy relating to millions of euros of illicit funds from the late Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi. The Paris court had acquitted him of other charges, but he is a 70-year-old, so this is could be a long time in prison for him. Next up, from Reuters, a commentary piece on False Claims Act liability. When do claims for healthcare reimbursement result from anti-kickback statute violations? The healthcare and life science industries continue to face robust FCA enforcement, and now the Department of Justice and Department of Health and Human Services have announced the renewal of their false claims working group, a partnership aimed at strengthening the use of FCA to combat healthcare fraud. So it's going to be more priority in enforcement areas, and it will be probably more important for compliance officers to refamiliarize themselves with the anti-kickback statute, historically the largest driver of FCA liability for the industry. So the anti-kickback statute broadly criminalizes paying kickbacks to induce referrals or recommendations for items or services reimbursable by healthcare programs. And finally, from Matt Levine over at Bloomberg, turns out there was a Radio Shack Ponzi scheme that he wrote about. The company Rev claimed that it was taking classic nostalgic businesses and converting them into e-commerce. It turns out it was just a Ponzi scheme, and they were taking the money and replacing it with other money. Sound familiar? The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network and a proud member of C-Suite Radio. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow.